What's going on, everybody? So we've got Synergy Reef Filter Sock Silencers coming in. Pretty excited. Wanted to do a little sound test with the new Sump. I know you guys are looking for all kinds of updates on the new tank. Kind of not doing them in order, just doing them whenever I've got the time, like I think everybody else kind of does. And this is a short and quick one. So I've got my little Radio Shack sound meter out that I've never actually used before. Got this to work with my sound system a long time ago and just never used it. And this seemed like the perfect time to give it a try. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox the silencers, and also gonna go ahead and give you guys an update as to what the ice cap, Sump is coming in at with the flow that I currently have with the pumps that I currently have on. So getting 61 decibels. .66 decibels back here. And about 68 decibels in the Sump itself. So let's see how these guys react. Alright, so we got some nice little Synergy Reef tape on the top. If I didn't already say it, these are 7-inch filter socks silencers. So they look a little dirty, so we're gonna need to go ahead and wash these down real quick. And yeah, that's kind of a bummer. You know, for 25 bucks for some plastic, you would kind of expect them to go ahead and rinse them off, maybe do a little wash. I mean, this is a Reef product made by guys who make Reef equipment. Nobody should be putting dirty stuff in their Reef aquarium, so I know that a lot of other products kind of come nice and clean, so that's a little surprising. But it seems to be pretty good build quality. I like the colors, that's why I got these ones specifically. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Go ahead and soak them up with some water, and we'll see what's going on. Alright guys, so we got 7-inch Synergy Reef filter sock silencers washed, ready to go. And let's go ahead and take off the filter sock covers on the Sump, see what that sound is like. Just go ahead and compare. So we're at 63 decibels. Right now. So we went up by 7 decibels right there, right off the bat. Go ahead and put this on. Yeah, we'll put on that right there. Okay, so went up by 7 decibels when we take off the second one. About the same, so it's almost hitting, yeah, it's hitting 70 decibels with this. So right off the bat, the filter sock covers are doing 7 decibels of baffle. I guess we'll go ahead and put the orange up just for the heck of it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you guys what it looks like on this. 7-inch filter socks, 7-inch filter sock cover. Wow, that's crazy. I can already hear the difference. So doing the first of the covers seems to be the one that's more effective right off the bat. I'm looking at between 6 to 5 decibels right off the bat with that first one. Huge. Just so you guys know, I did just change these filter socks out yesterday, so they're clean as they're going to get. So they're going to be doing equal share. Basically, that first one's not going to be all gunked up with stuff yet. So we're at 65 roughly decibels on the chamber. I'm going to take this back one out just to see what happens. So we're at 72 with it shifting it all over to the one side. Now, do these fit well? I mean, they fit right on top. They don't go into the actual filter sock itself. I don't think that's really a big problem, if we're honest, because really it's a baffle, right? It's capturing all that sound inside. Now, if we covered up that hole, that center hole in here on the filter sock cover, let's see if it comes out. And I'll go ahead and show this to you guys a little more. If we were to cover that up, yeah, you would actually get a little more decibel barrier. I don't think you'd want to do that just for the mere fact of safety. It's really not worth it. And if we already know the fact that these filter sock covers do 7 decibels of quieting power, and these do 5 to 6, that's huge. That's huge. So filter sock covers, obviously, a really good buy. What some people haven't even really spoken about that I was thinking the other day about before I got the filter sock covers in, or I'm sorry, the silencers, was it's going to be adding extra surface area on top for the water to go onto. So what do we have? Pretty much every regular filter sock system has it, where you've got the overflow chamber, throws all the water over into the first sock, and then once that one fills up, or the second one, or the third, or the fourth, however your setup is, then it goes into the next one, next one, next one. This creates more area to where that first sock is not going to get all the flow onto it immediately. What's that mean? In theory, you should get better wear on the 2 socks together over the week. So, I mean, I have to easily change out these 2 smaller 7-inch socks every week. I have to do it once a week. I just swap them out to another pair. I personally like doing them once a week. That's my schedule that I do. I think it does a good job. But I'm actually kind of excited, not just for the silencing, because obviously when this gets finished, this is all going to be covered in, right? So I'm going to have the doors on here. It's going to add a lot of sound baffling to it. But, you know, in addition to the sound, now we're going to get better wear on the filter socks. So something people really aren't talking about, but definitely is another product of these, you know, is better wear on your filter socks. So I'm going to go ahead and see. Yeah, I mean, these sit really well right on this cover. It obviously does provide a little bit of cooling, so I'm going to need to keep an eye on that, make sure the cooling doesn't cause any issues. Let's go over to the other side real quick. Yeah, definitely water going into it, that's for sure. But right off the bat, you know, covering up that first filter sock, huge. So we were at, you know, 70 decibels before. Now we're at 62. So it depends on where I put this meter, right? Basically, if I put it up here, it's showing the same decibel reading of what the covers do by themselves. So let's say 5 to 7 decibels on the 7-inch socks, sock covers. Let's go ahead and put these covers on real quick. Yeah, unfortunately this ice cap cover is a little fickle to really get on properly. And I'll cover that in a separate review. We're looking at about 60 decibels with the covers on now. And really most of the sound is coming from the bubbling over onto this sock. So kind of interesting, the baffle cover, the filter sock covers do 7 decibels of baffling power by themselves, right? Throw these on, the silencers, you get another 5 to 7. When you put both together, there's not much more for it to actually baffle at that point, because the sound is now coming down and you're getting some bubbling down at the bottom, and that's from some inefficiencies with the actual filter sock itself, not getting a really proper seal on the opening, on the cover. I can see some dripping, and I think that just has to do with the filter socks. They're just not designed with a really good seal around the opening. I mean, they go down onto it, but I might be able to get this a little quieter just by doing a better seal on it. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring the camera over just so you guys can see what's going on here with these filter sock silencers on, and that's really the end of the review. So I think they're a great product. I think they're doing what they're supposed to do. I mean, 7 decibels right off the bat. Then when I put these doors on, it's gonna be even more. It's gonna be a really quiet sump. It's a really quiet sump now. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll go ahead and show you what this looks like real up close.